Hi everyone, thanks for coming in. The last session of the today, and not the least, yay, cheer up. All right, thank you guys for staying so long. So my name is Michael Hwang. I'm co-founder and CSO of Datumo. I'm the only non-Samsung person who get to pitch in this stage today. So today I'm going to talk about trends in B2B AI slash LLM, large language model businesses, and also AI regulations, and how corporates like us, startups and businesses are thriving in this era. And also at the end, I'll talk briefly about how Samsung is cooperating with startups with the Samsung C-Lab program. So Datumo is the all-in-one AI data platform. So we started as a data collection and labeling company. We started as a company that provides data to companies like Samsung, who's developing AI. For example, if you are building a self-driving car, you will need lots of data of the street. Or if you're developing smart refrigerator, you'll need to have a lot of photos of your food or people opening and closing refrigerator and putting stuff in and out from the refrigerator. So we are started as a company to collect a lot of images to do that. And now we are expanding our border as an AI data software company. So if you have your AI team, it's great. We can help you improve your AI in data-centric way. Or if you don't have any knowledge on AI and wants to know about AI, it doesn't matter. We can help from choosing right AI model to introduce AI to your customers' client's lifecycle. So we founded our company back in 2018 and now have more than 227 clients, including Samsung. We are working closely with Samsung with more than 20 projects. Now we have our own crowdsourcing platform called Cash Mission. We give out cash if you submit us data. So we have 240,000 people working our platform. Now we are trying to expand to the global market. So we wield great recognition in the AI industry. So guys like Andrew Ng, if you are familiar with AI, he's one of the gurus in AI. When he visited Korea, we hold the large events inviting a lot of VIPs from AI industry. Also, our data sets are featured in top papers like EMNLP, CVPR, and Eurolibs as well. Also, we've been nominated as one of 30 under 30 Asia in enterprise technology category. And unfortunately, among our co-founders, I'm the only one that's over 30. So they literally cut me out from the photo shoot. Damn bastards. I hate Forbes. No, I'm just joking. So today, I'd like to cover how ecosystem is changing after in AI B2B business after hyperscale AI and generative AI has become a thing. And in addition, I'll be covering upcoming AI regulations in topic of responsible AI and how startups and how AI B2B business are thriving this era. And also, personally, our company, Datumo, is thriving in this era. So, change of ecosystem. Right to the point. It has been almost a year since ChatGPT happened, right? So in this short time, many AI startups are have already come and gone. So some AI startups that even they got multi-million-dollar investments are stopping AI developments. So they're laying off a lot of AI engineers and a lot of AI development department as well. So as we work with a lot of AI startups and AI companies, we have a lot of clients that are developing AI, and we heard from a lot of clients that they have given up for AI developing AI. So maybe no matter how hard they try, they thought they couldn't beat up mega tech giants like GPT, OpenAI, Samsung, and companies with pouring billions of dollars in their AI. So many companies that has technology on AI now are turning into consulting businesses. For example, oh, we can help you introduce AI. Honestly, we are one of those companies that does that. But even for the startups like us saying that we are going to help you adopt AI is risky as well, because Google recently came up with Model Garden and Generative Studio in their Google Cloud platform, and you don't even have to write a code. So for example, if you want to build a chatbot to help your employee with like HR questions, you can choose from existing open AI models like, oh, I want to use Llama or I want to use Palm for chat. So you can just choose from existing open source AI models. You don't even have to process the data. You can just drag and drop like your PDF book of employee handbook, and like with a little bit of a prompting, voila, there's your chatbot. So like a Wix, so for home website building, it's similar to Wix experience. So you can just drag and drop, click, choose the right model, and drag and drop your PDF file, and now you have your own GPT. Now you have your own chatbot. It's that easy to make an AI these days. So even startups like us telling that we are going to help you introduce AI are in danger as well. So I want to brag a little bit. So when the AI grew, Andrew visited Korea, we had the honor of hosting a VIP dinner with top executives from tech giants in Korea, including Samsung. And also I had the honor of moderating 1 hour-long fireside chat with Andrew after his keynote. I'm right there. So what he said is that despite of all the buzz, the value from generative AI is relatively small compared to the supervised learning, the ordinary AIs that flourished after AlphaGo happened. So one of the reasons for this is because there hasn't been right application that generative AI has like created huge value yet. So all the world last year, like everybody in the world said generative AI, GPT, ChatGPT is a big thing, but it hasn't created large value yet. What does this mean? So I feel like this situation is similar to the situation when the first smartphone came out. So back in like late 2000s or early 2010s, if you had a team of like app developers, and it was great competitive advantage, right? So with the right idea, you could make and grow successful business. But nowadays, in 2023, you go to a VC and say, hey, I have a team of great app developers, and I want your money, and they will call you crazy, right? I think this is a hype cycle. The hype cycle is, especially for AI, it's moved so fast, faster than any of us imagined. So nowadays, it's more about the value what you create with your AI, not the what technology and how many AI engineers or AI researchers you have in your own team, or what technology you have made out of thin air. You have great tech, that's really great, but with that, what value you are creating are becoming more important. So what business model and what application we made is becoming more important ever and ever. So it'll be same for tech giants, like even for Samsung. I'm here talking the Samsung stage for in Samsung or Google or any tech giants like OpenAI or Google Bard. If they don't find right application where the value is created, it could end up like a chicken game for showing off what technology and how many engineers they have. So it's all about creating value, like the early smartphone era. So recently, the Korean internet giant called Naver revealed their LLM called Hyperclova X. So they are reportedly working with Samsung at this moment. And what I found interesting is that they were focusing on sharpening their model for specific sectors. For example, Hyperclova for law, or Hyperclova for finance. So they opened up a whole ecosystem for startups to utilize and make their application within those sectors. So, and when I met people in Google Bard team, they also said a similar thing. They said, like, general agents that can talk and react like real humans, we've already passed that. So, like, if you use ChatGPT-4 or Bard or Llama, Lambda, any existing chatbot model, it's now becoming like harder and harder to distinguish with real people, right? So now they said they are digging into specific verticals like coding. So Google wants to make a new chatbot that helps you code. So OpenAI already made one with cooperating with Microsoft with GitHub Copilot as well. So it's all about what value we make using existing technology. Like GPT, you can utilize GPT, you can utilize Llama, you can utilize any existing AI model, but technology itself is not enough. So I'll jump to AI data flywheel. Don't worry, it comes into one version, same topic. So nowadays, it's becoming easier and easier to just use existing AI models. But whether you create your own AI model or utilize existing AI solutions, the pivotal factor lies in the data. So if you have bad data, the outcome of the AI would be bad. So nowadays, you can choose GPT, AI, well, whatever the out there model is, and now you have to feed right data into your AI model. So AI development's data-related challenges that's associated with cost equals time and money. We believe are those following three: the quality, coverage, and balance. So you can choose from existing model, but you have to have good quality data, and your data set have to have right coverage and great balance. Quality is obvious what it means, so coverage and balance I will explain a little bit further. So for example, if you are building a self-driving car, and how matter you've spent a lot of money and time for developing your AI model, if your AI hasn't trained from such a case, for example, like these four lights are shining right into my eye. Let's say there has been a situation with the sunlight has directly hit the camera and everything was wiped out. No matter how your AI is smart, but if your AI hasn't learned from those data, like in the road, your car might think there's nothing in front of your car and speed up and crush into a truck in front of you. So that's what I think happened back in 2016 with Tesla. So I don't think Tesla AI models are stupid. It hadn't learned from such a case. So your AI model the data sets that's used to train your AI model has to have wide coverage to cover all the cases, enough cases studies based on the variety of data to all the data that's gonna meet what your AI is going to meet. So that's the coverage and balance. It means you have the right amount of data covering all the cases. So cycle of improving AI by doing the modification of the data over and over again is important. We call this AI data flywheel. Nowadays, it's becoming easier to just choose from existing AI model, but you have to learn, you have to study why your AI is failing on data set side. You have to do the analytics, you have to plan what after the data set analytics, you will learn, we have to collect this part of the data more. We have to get more data on city streets, or we have to get more data on residential area after dawn. So you plan the data, and also you can do the data curation. The data curation means that, for example, again, if you're developing a self-driving car, your car is going to collect 6 or 7 terabytes of data each and every day. So if you want to label all those data, it's going to cost you a fortune, right? So you have to carefully choose what data you want to label or you want to process in order to make your AI smarter. So that part is called data curation, and data set building is data set labeling and coloring and telling AI model which part is human, which part is car. That's called data labeling, and you have to train your data to AI model, and you repeat this process over and over again to make your AI smarter. So AI data flywheel is essential for AI development. But now I'll jump to topic of responsible AI again. So don't worry again, all the topics will join up in a little while. So responsible AI and AI compliance. So responsible AI means that you have to follow certain procedures and certain checklists to make sure your AI is responsible. Like your AI doesn't have bias, your AI is not gonna do the become AI overlord for the human people. So this responsible AI means that your guidelines for your AI that you want to follow and AI compliances. So far, there's no first law directly for AI yet. So there is blueprint for AI Bill of Rights made out from White House. And in the private sector, Samsung has their own rule of principle for AI ethics, fairness, transparency, accountability, and blah, 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 blah. And Google has one, their own, and Meta has one too. But nowadays, many AI companies are thinking, not even like understanding what compliance is and how we should develop AI, and they're not taking much effort into the AI data compliances because there's no first law yet. But EU, European Union, is the first mover in this category. So the whole world is watching because first, whoever wants to do business using AI in Europe will have to comply with the EU AI Act. And second, governments from all over the world, including United States and South Korea, would likely to at least refer to EU's compliance and guidelines. Also, in Gartner's Hype Cycle for AI 2023, the generative AI is top on the peak, and right in front of it, smart robots, and the one in front of it is responsible AI. So when I met with folks in Gartner, they said top priority for global companies before adopting AI. I thought it was gonna be like, is it gonna make money, or like, is it gonna function well? I thought that would be the top priority, but in matter of fact, it was the responsible AI and compliances. So not how much money it's gonna make. It's all about the compliances, because no matter how much money they put into making an AI, really great AI product, but it doesn't make any compliance, or it's like, for example, a few years ago, there was an AI chatbot that came out, but the data they feed to make this AI was biased. So the chatbot was both racist, sexist, and this AI chatbot has been like removed right away. And they got a lot of buzz from all around the world for like making a wrong chatbot. So it's not about how much money it could make. Before that, it was all about responsible AI and all the compliances. So Gartner have list of charts of what to take care of when utilizing AI. It starts from data foundation systems, when they're planning to use AI and developing an execution of making AI, and after development's done, value generation. When applying and using the AI, you have to take care of all these responsible guidelines. And also, I'd like to emphasize that they said you should ensure a contractual commitment to the responsible AI. So if you're doing a B2B AI business, so large companies, Gartner is saying that, so large companies in the world will ask you contractually, saying that, oh, your AI products are gonna follow all the responsible guidelines and compliances. So in Korea, telecommunication companies like SK Telecom also ask for ESG development, so from its vendors. So if you want to do a B2B AI business in the world, it's not a forced law yet, but Gartner is saying it, EU is saying it, Samsung is saying it, Google is saying it. You have to follow the responsible AI development guidelines. So these taking notes from all the principles and guidelines came up from Samsung, Google, EU, White House, even for Korean governments. So we came up with this general principle for AI development and applications. So AI for humanity is like purpose side, and diversity and fairness and inclusivity. It means like your AI has to have no bias among certain gender, certain ethnicity, and so on. And also respect for human rights. This means that while developing AI or while using AI, your AI should respect human rights. And safety, accountability, and security, that's a little bit obvious. Accuracy is not the guideline you have to follow. The accuracy is how much your AI is doing well. And transparency and explainability. That's the one interesting part, because for now, you cannot 100% explain why your AI came up with this answer, right? Because it's black box model. AI is black box model, so you cannot 100% understand why your AI came out with this kind of answer. But the word and the law and the compliance will ask you for why the output of this, why this chatbot came up with this answer, why this AI model came out with this answer. So some people say that you have to show all the data you have trained for your AI models, and some say that's too much, and the controversy goes on and on. And human oversight and substitutability, the long word is too long. So one funny thing is that the reason why we introduced AI is to substitute human labor. So it'll be cheaper to use AI than human being, right? But while using AI, when the people using AI ask that that I want to be answered not by AI robots, by human, you have to provide human substitute for AI. So it's one funny thing that AI itself was there for substituting human being. And if people want to substitute human, talk to human rather than AI, you have to provide human being for the output. I think this is because for the HR side, if you are fired by AI robots, you'll have to ask why I am fired. But AI has fired you, but you have to ask yourself or ask people, why am I fired, right? So it's not gonna be answered by AI. You have to contact human and talk to human about those kind of stuff as well. And the last part, sustainability, was also interesting part because while developing AI, we use a lot of GPU sources, a lot of GPU resources. So it's also connected to environment issue. So while you're developing AI and while you are using AI, you'll also have to think about sustainability as well. So how we are preparing for responsible AI. So as far as I know, and Gartner says, not many people care about this matter that much. Startups, we are busy developing these features. We don't even care about the responsible AI on the compliances. And it's same for the large companies as well. Even though they put on their website, they have these principles, they follow these principles. When I ask directly to them, they don't know about how we should follow these guidelines and how we are doing to ensure all the AI principles are working well. So multinational companies and startups are not prepared for this era. So if you are doing B2B AI business, just using existing AI models like GPT or Google Bard or Llama, so some people say that you don't have to think about following compliances because these large companies that you are using model from are gonna follow the compliances. So that's actually not true. Since you put your own data and fine-tune utilizing their model, it's your AI. So your AI has to follow those guidelines and will have to take responsibilities too. So it's not even about voluntary social commitment anymore. It's becoming a matter of compliance. So at Datumo, we built a consortium with all the LLM tech giants in Korea to build a benchmark data set to evaluate the ethic, compliance, and the reliability of LLM models. Of course, and we include GPT and Bard as well. So corporate challenges, back to startups. So what are startups and business are doing? So we are just using GPT? No. So Samsung banned employees from using GPT after their code has been leaked. Somebody put their code of semiconductor industry and put the code on the GPT, and it was leaked right to the server of GPT, so it was banned from Samsung. So there is a security issue. And second, so many say the current AI models are too expensive. So many developers in Korea, we also say that GPT is too expensive to use. So think about it. Using GPT for answering first-grade kids' math homework would be like using a missile to catch ants and mosquitoes, right? So utilizing open-sourced LLMs like Llama from Meta and from LLM model from Alibaba, people are making small LLMs. LLM stands for large language model, but small large language model word itself is controversial, but people are making smaller AI model and smarter. So what I found interesting is that a game company is making their own LLM. So game company said, we are going to build our own version of GPT. And in-car infotainment company are building LLM, their own LLM. So following the LLMs like GPT, their structure, they're making smaller, the fit version of that's used for their own business is called SLLM. So another interesting business model is NeuroCloud from Hyperclover X by Naver. So I told about Hyperclover X from Naver, tech giants in Korea. So Naver is partnering with Samsung to make better AI chips for their NeuroCloud. So they're literally creating container box for enclosing a small data center inside it. So you don't have to worry about data leakage. So this is a Hyperclover X, their version of GPT, in a container box. And they literally put their container box into your data center so that you don't have to worry about leakage of your data that goes to online. So that's one interesting usage. So companies are heading towards making smaller, tailored LLMs physically, like a NeuroCloud, or software side, like SLMs from car infotainment company, gaming company, and so on. So Datumo, as a startup, we are thriving in this AI earthquakes after GPT. So what's happening in the industry lately, and also AI compliance issues we talked about. And I'd like to end the session by explaining what a data startup like us is doing amongst this earthquake. So as I told you, we work with all the tech giants, and also, as well as tech giants, we are working with a lot of companies that doesn't know about AI, like fashion industry or like hospitals that wants to introduce AI. We are talking with them. And I also mentioned this part as well. So I talked about AI data flywheels, right? So we started as a dataset building company, and now we expand as a dataset analytics, planning, curation software company. And one step further, for those who doesn't know about AI, we start from choosing right AI model for you. So, and using our software and our services, we are doing a business to help anyone introduce AI really easily without hustle. And also, we have catalog of softwares, data analytics, data model analytics, and data visualization, data labeling, automatic labeling, data augmentation, all those parts. And escalating dataset building service, I'd like to emphasize we have 240,000 workers on crowdsourcing pool, and we also provide synthetic data on the LLM side. And I told you about all the AI compliance issues and AI regulations and AI privacy, all those issues. So our data sets ensure that your output AI is going to meet all the AI compliances. So we do data compliance and what we need to do with the responsible AI. So as OpenAI said, language barrier is disappearing for RLHF. RLHF is reinforced learning from human feedback. So OpenAI is constantly learning from human feedback to make their AI better. So the language barrier is disappearing. So we are using Korean labelers to make word scale LLM smarter without the language barrier with human feedbacks as well. Also, we are building our own B2C product to prove the point that now it's easier to just choose existing AI model. That data is important. So we pulled out a video calling app out of thin air within just 5 days. We made a full-scale AI product within 5 days choosing from existing AI model. I cannot disclose it, show it in the stage right now, but you can meet me on my booth right out there, and I'll show you what we can do in 5 days. So if you want to just introduce AI to you. So I'd like to give a huge shout out to Samsung C-Lab as well. Samsung C-Lab is Samsung's open innovation / incubation program that helps and collaborates with startups and startups like us. So we were in batch 3 of this program, and starting from Samsung C-Lab, we could partner with Samsung with more than 20 data projects. So Samsung C-Lab has own dedicated team that helps startups like us and connect us to the whole team of Samsung in each and everywhere in their department. So our data set has been put into Bixby, all the AI stuff that's made in Samsung. So I cannot disclose all the projects we had with Samsung, but one of them I'm allowed to disclose. So we provided audio data of human voices for all the ages and prospects for Samsung, and they used our audio data set to make their audio recognition model and audio generation AI model better. So lastly, I'd like to give a small shout out for our newsletter, which is subscribed to and open to many executives, AI researchers, professors, VCs, and startups are subscribed to this newsletter. We provide no spam, and we provide great information and news regarding AI. So you can always join our newsletter on the website. And I'm at the booth right outside of this session room and across the networking area. So please contact me. Please.
Starting now with the food, beverage, and open theater zones. Come enjoy games, music, food, and drinks. Head to Open Theater now for a chance to win a Galaxy device.
Let's go to Open Theater, guys. Thank you for listening.